We're back with our monthly power rankings. I think we actually skipped a month. Did we skip a month?
Yeah.
I feel like we skipped a month. And so, guys, these are some of our favorite videos on the channel. If you like this type of content, tier list, ranking style content, let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, today, as you can tell by the title of the episode, we're going to be ranking every one of the 30 MLS franchises based on where they are at this point of the season. 2/3 of 2025 has come and gone. Got a really good sense of who's where, right, on the table. Who's probably going to be in for playoffs, who's definitely out. We'll talk about all of it. And as usual, at Wake Up MLS, we have our panel of co-hosts for today's episode. Welcome in Davi from the Blue Burrows Pod, John from Loud and Proud Orlando, John Rivera, and we got Hitman Honda back on the show. Had to do it the right way for this episode. Guys, I'm pumped, man. Let's get into the tier list. I think this one's going to be interesting for a number of reasons. One being where we are in the season, but two, I think really being where we have the view of teams in MLS and we have the view of teams in Leagues Cup. And I think whether we like it or not, some of that bias is going to kind of creep into some of these takes today. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll get it popping with this tier list. All right, guys. So everybody at home, these are the 5 tiers. Okay, we got them in order from top to bottom: Shield Contenders, Playoff Lock, Coin Toss, 50-50, however you see that, the mid category. It's the hope that kills you. I don't have to explain that one. And then look, some teams, 2026 is probably the year for them, but it's not 2025. All right. So this is how we're looking for the tiers today. We're going to rank every one of the teams. Some takes will be faster than others, depending on where they are on the table right now. So again, keep up with those guys. All right. We're going to kick things off with Inter Miami. John, we were talking pre-show, bro. John Rivera, we got to take on this one. And Inter Miami, how do we feel about this team and where they are right now at this moment?
I'm gonna sound a little bit crazy, but I think it's just a playoff lock for now. But I do think they don't make it past the first round of the playoffs again. Here's why. Here's why, right? Oh. And there's no hate, there's no bias, there's no agenda here, right? I just don't think Marcelo is that good of a manager. I don't think that he's been able to actually fully get this team to lock in. I know they brought in Rodrigo De Paul, you know.
He looks good. He looks good.
Which he looks good, to be honest. He looks good. But is that going to be enough? I don't know if he's the right manager for the job. I think he lacks a little bit of experience, especially with his league, right? We've seen like other managers come in and not exactly been able to take over. I feel like that MLS experience, MLS playoffs, managers of that, sort of caliber, you see the Wilfred Nancy's, those kinds of managers that have been in this league for a while. It does take a while to get used to the league. Obviously, the travel is going to be a thing. I don't know. I feel like Miami's always folded. I don't think this is their year. I think they're going to fall again at the first hurdle. I could be wrong, but unless they win the 3 games that they have on hand, I think they're playoff locks for now.
Yeah,
I don't see them going any.
It's actually not the craziest take in the world. You've had some doozies on this show, but no, I the thing that I think about a lot with Miami is Messi's recent injury that he's coming back from, and I guess how hard he decides to push it when he comes back. I mean, Father Time catches everybody, right? So going out in the first round again, by the way, would be absolutely insane. I can't think of a wilder scenario than Messi not being able to progress in playoffs in back-to-back years. It actually would be crazy. Everybody agree with this? Like, anybody automatically think they're right now contenders for the Shield and would move them up?
Well, I think if they win the 3 games in hand.
Who are the 3 teams?
Let me see the quick look.
Seattle's one of them.
Okay.
Sure. Let me see.
At Lumen?
So they got.
I think that's a home game.
So they got Orlando, they got Miami, they have a Galaxy, and they have DC.
Bro, they're not winning all 3. They're not winning all 3. They're not winning all 3.
They're not.
Orlando's going to win that Battle of Florida like they always do. I back Orlando to win that game.
I feel like Galaxy gives them a run. And DC, they might get that one. That DC, they might get that one.
That's a lock. I'll give them that. That's a lock. I think actually thinking about it's not a crazy take. I think there are going to be haters in the comments saying otherwise, but I think this is probably spot on. I mean,
I'm just saying, with hindsight, like Mascherano hasn't really shown that he's been able to adjust.
He's a first-time manager.
I get it. Like I said, it's not. I'm not faulting him, right? This is like his first major job. He's had other coaching jobs in the youth ranks and things like that. But I get it. I just don't think that this is a learning year for him as a manager. I just don't think Miami's going to have the patience. He probably won't be there next year if that does happen. But I with the inexperience there, I don't see the push there, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot to do to prove himself. I will 100% say that. And I love Mascherano. I obviously as a Barca fan and watching him play, but coaching, completely different ball game. I will say this: if he gets past the first round, gets eliminated in the second round, goes further than Tata, I don't know, man. I mean, you could build on that as a manager.
At this point, anyone's better than Tata, to be honest. I mean, I could do a better job than Tata.
Let it go. Like, let it go, bro. L3 has come and gone. All right, the era's over.
That was the darkest time in Mexico's history. No looming. All right.
Oh man, guys, I apologize at home for the PTSD on the show. We're gonna move on. All right, let's go over to Montreal. This is a quick one, right? 2026, guys. Yeah. 2026.
I mean, they put out a statement to their fans that they wanna try. They actually want to be ambitious in the
coming years. Ambitious how?
They had him. I thought Courtois was a good manager, bro. I don't know what he was doing wrong.
But ambitious how though? They get rid of all their good players. They don't bring anyone in. They give away Gam. Like I don't understand where is the ambition coming from?
I don't know. At this point, I've been a proponent of this. I think, and maybe it's not so much in favor of the Whitecaps, but the way that Toronto, it's been like the last decade or so. I'm just in favor of having the conversation of them, the Canadian teams potentially going back to the Canadian Premier League. But I mean, I don't know. Like I say, going back like they've been there before, but heading back to their home country, right? I don't know. I think that I agree. Montreal does not invest. It makes it really easy to just attack the shit out of them from, like, imagine being a fan. Imagine being a fan, bro. Like,
we had their fans come after me last year. I mean,
yeah, they're adamant too, bro. Yeah, and like, imagine it's like being a Cleveland Browns fan at this point, bro. I mean, not new Cleveland, but like I mean,
it's just sad though. It's just sad. Like, I feel bad for their fans, honestly. Like, what do you really go out there and support? There's not much football there. I don't know. It's hard to really like see anything past that. I think we could kick the can all the way to 2030 and it would still not be there.
Oh God!
Oh shit! Well, that's fair. That's actually again.
Well, they're gonna come after you for that one.
Yeah, they love John. They love.
They already love me anyway.
The Montreal fans on Twitter really love John. So again, guys, we'll take all those comments all day, every day. All right, man. I think this was pretty. Like I said, no more to be said. I don't want to duck on him too hard. Honda, talk to me, bro. Galaxy, man. How are we feeling now? A little bit better since the start of the season.
I mean, it's a little bit better. Like, we're doing better, but it's still gonna be same as Montreal. We're looking into next year because
no hope.
I mean, call me pessimistic or whatever, but dude, we're not gonna get Ricky Puig until like at least after Leagues Cup, right? And even then, he's not gonna be fully fit. Two, we gotta look at the situation of the transfer market. Literally, we have to look for players to sell for GAM. We have to look for players to sell in general because we don't have international slots left.
You know what the crazy part is? Galaxy's Academy is good. That's the crazy part.
Cuevas is an example. And I was telling John earlier, right? Yamane, let's send him to DC or whoever needs a right back for GAM, right? Use Cuevas at the right back.
I'll take any outside back. Any outside back, bro. I'm that Dave Chappelle meme, like, bro, y'all get more of those outside backs, bro. I'll take anyone you got.
Well, to be honest, like mathematically speaking, it's hard for the Galaxy to really look at anything this year, right?
Yeah, it's already done. Like the money's spent. It's spent.
Yeah. They've just done a lot. I think honestly, like for me, what it was for them this year, it was getting rid of Jovic last year at the start of the year, right? That kind of started the decline, and then after that, like we've seen an old I call it an old guard, right? In their defense, they really haven't for a couple years now invested in their back line and kind of rejuvenized that area of the pitch for them. It hasn't really worked. I mean, they've leaked a lot of goals this year. So that's 48 goals this season. That's a lot of goals.
I said it in the beginning, and I'll say it again. Why did we bring Zenka in?
It's just there's just
I mean, I thought it was like something like a strategic depth piece. But I don't know, man. To be honest, like some of the signings. How do you feel about Sanabria? That signing in general.
Sanabria, he's been injured, but as well, like I feel like
But
he has to
even before then, was it worth the mill? Was it $5 million?
I don't. Well, as of right now, it's not worth the $5 million, but he could work to that, I believe, because I see something in him. Zanka, however, literally old ass dude, center back, slow.
Experience, bro. Experience. You need that in MLS.
Bro, at
We
that
already
point
got
you might.
experience with Yoshida.
I was about to say at that point you might as
And they got rid of Jalen Neal, bro. And they
back.
got rid of Jalen Neal. That shit's so crazy to me still.
They might as well take Omar Gonzalez back at that point.
He went to a fucking shitty
Y'all shit on Gonzalez, but he really wasn't terrible.
No,
man.
I don't understand.
He's
He really
terrible,
wasn't.
bro.
He really wasn't that bad. As someone who had him on his team within the last,
I have him now. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Hey, bro. I stand by Gonzalez, man. He wasn't terrible. Okay.
Yeah, next season, that's where Galaxy has to do something.
I agree. Too good not to. And fresh off a championship, yeah. You definitely want to see him turn around pretty quickly. And look, Ricky Puig coming back, bro. You never know.
They got good pieces. They got good pieces to turn around next year. It's just there's a process that needs to be done for that team as a cleanup. There's a lot of things that need to get done. So
yeah,
when they do that, they take care of that next season. I'd be looking at a little bit better spot, but as of right now,
2026, looking ahead. All right, man. Toronto, a lot to talk about with this one. We will talk about it. Let's slot them in first.
Well, I mean,
any hope with this latest transaction? If you've been living under a rock, or just again, maybe you're a casual, not keeping all the way up. Toronto has just made a very prolific move, bringing Jordi Mihalovic from the Colorado Rapids. In what was the figure? The dollar amount?
Was it $8
million?
$8 million?
$8 million with $1 million in bonus incentives.
Yeah, and the kicker for me was the fact that Mihalovic requested to go. So it's very, very interesting, very telling of maybe what's going on behind closed doors in Colorado. We'll talk about them next. But for Toronto's sake, let's have the conversation. Is this move, I don't know, big enough? What they need enough for them to be anywhere near a coin toss?
Yeah, I was gonna say I mean, you think about it earlier. Early in the window, was it this window?
Yeah,
where they got rid of. Yeah, they got rid of
R.I.P. the Italian.
A month ago.
That's crazy. They just kicked him out the door. They said, "Get out of here. We don't even care. We'll pay."
Dude, Bernardeschi was actually decent. He wasn't that bad.
He was decent, but I mean, to be honest, he can't carry the team by himself. And to be honest, if we talk about some of the bigger signings that did not work out, Insigne's got to be one of them. Did not really produce much of anything in this league. But to kind of go to the point of, wait, what is it? What is that?
I'll read the quote.
Yeah, read it.
When he was asked about his experience in MLS, he responded in physical terms, right? Comparing this to Serie A, there's no gap between MLS and Serie A, but undoubtedly there is on a technical and tactical level. It's hard to find a more tactically advanced league than Serie A, but MLS with Serie A is like comparing the Euroliga basketball competition to the NBA.
He's calling the Serie A the NBA.
Yes. In his opinion, Serie A is the cream of the crop.
That is insane.
You can have that conversation. We can have that conversation another day.
To be fair, it's on the come up again in Serie A.
Euroleague's not far off either, but that's like different podcasts.
We're having a different conversation here, but I think the guy's smoking something. I think he's just mad that he wasn't able to be successful here.
Yeah, I mean,
if it was that easy, why wasn't he dunking on people? I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway,
that's fair.
At the end of the day, I think 14 points is a lot of points to make up. You know, there's a lot of things that got to go right for you to even sniff right now a play-in spot. So I don't think that this signing is for this year in mind. I think if Mihalovic wanted it, I think he got what he wanted. You know, at least in the short term. But I think they're building towards something, right? Like getting rid of both of these players, allowing themselves a little bit more flexibility, and looking into next year. They could have probably done a better job at looking at other people to bring in, you know, now to kind of just build in and kind of work
around Mihalovic.
But
they still could. They
still could. I mean, Montreal did it for a bit. I mean, were they successful at it? Not really. We got another Canadian team taking a crack at it. We'll see how that goes. I think at the end of the day, though, I think Mihalovic has a lot to offer as a player to Toronto's team. I just don't think it'll be impactful for this season yet. It could if things go right for them later down the line next year, but I just don't think for this year it's going to be very impactful for anything or actually make the playoff push for them, you know, at all. So
yeah. That's a fair point. John Rollins, we haven't heard from you yet, man. I'm kind of curious. We talked about Mihajlovic. I think one of some of the first couple episodes that you recorded with us on Wake Up MLS. How do you feel about this one, man? Like, does Mihajlovic, is he any sign of hope for this season, or we put him down in next year?
Yeah, no, I mean they're getting their pieces for next season. I mean, Toronto, yeah, they're trying to do something, but I don't see it. Right, they've got too many major issues in their squad that they got to fix. This is just one problem they have. You guys not talking about the Spicer transfer to Orlando City? That one didn't make the headlines, but they did they did transfer also a guy to Orlando City that was like a 24 number 1 draft pick. So like a rotation option. They're gonna try and figure out what the next move is. Mihajlovic is obviously a big part of that. But what does it say about Colorado that he wants to leave them to go to Toronto right now?
We'll have that talk. We'll definitely have that talk. So this is accurate, right?
Money.
Here.
I don't. They're not. No, I mean they're no threat in my opinion.
All right. Well, Mihajlovic, I hope you heard shots were fired. Lock in, bro. Lock the fuck in. All right.
Those weren't shots. That's my boy. Those weren't shots. That's my boy. I put the hands up.
Zero confidence in your ability.
That's my boy.
Definitely shots. You're back in the East, bro. Come on, it's going down.
Friendly fire.
John Rollins said, we're about to humble you really quick. All right. Colorado, speaking of, right now, is this the biggest sign ever that they're throwing in the towel? That this is it? They've given up one of their biggest prized possessions, a team that they should have been really kind of building, a player they could have been building around, but we're here now. They're giving up on one of their biggest pieces. So what does that say about this season?
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like they're throwing it away. I mean, they're still in a playoff spot at the moment, but I mean, selling your best player midseason, and we all know Stan Kroenke's not the fastest guy to hand out big contracts to his players, or even whip out the checkbook for Arsenal Football Club in the past. So,
dude,
he's a bit of a cheapskate. That's what he's known for. So,
facts.
I think I think this could sink the ship for Colorado for the season.
Yeah. I think so too. Like, I don't know. I'm so torn between these two tiers, but like it's such a clear signal, unless they rebound with some, like, honestly, like not a giant signing, but a signing of that caliber, you're spending $4 or $5 million on somebody. I don't know.
If they were in the East, I would be like, they have no hope. But the West is like, you can be that mid and still make the playoffs.
I was going to say, the West is kind of...
They are the definition of the mid team, and they're being so mid again. So put them mid.
Loki, I think they could be a coin toss, I mean, San Jose look...
Guys, they just got rid of their best fucking player.
They
just got rid of
the West,
you got
bro. You've got like St. Louis and Galaxy in here, Like,
dude,
I'm
just gonna be honest. I think the Galaxy could be a coin toss.
The Galaxy could be a coin toss?
I think so.
Stop.
More so than Colorado.
Guys, we got to stop shitting on the West this hard. Like, this is not at this point. Like, what are we doing?
Hey,
Bobby, I don't think we're looking at the same.
I will
shit,
never
buddy.
end.
Like, I'm not 16 points. That's a lot. I mean, I get that's like what they're 14 points away as well. From a play-in spot. We thought the same thing about Toronto. That's why they're both there.
I don't trust many of these teams above LA.
Bro, Colorado. Let's talk about Colorado first. The LA shot is crazy, but like put that aside. Yeah. I think with Colorado, they're on the bubble of a play-in spot, and they lost their best player. So like, I don't know. To me, unless they pull off an Atlanta United, right, from last season, I just don't see this team would have to rally so hard.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right here. They have a lot of similar players to Mihajlovic, and they're not at the caliber of Mihajlovic. Don't get me wrong, but they could play his part, right? And I don't think they're gonna fall off completely.
Here's a question. So when Colorado had that window and they brought in Mihajlovic, they brought in Zach Steffen, they brought in all these other players, right? They brought in Armas to like kind of
Cabral.
And stop. And weren't there rumors that Navarro might move on too from Colorado? Like, isn't that still in play? The striker?
Yeah.
Now, so like, Bro, if that happens, this season's done. It's fucking done.
It's
Like
done.
I refuse to believe otherwise.
I think you
Unless
know
they
what,
bring
you might be right. This might be the tier for them. It might be the hope, but
Yeah.
we got to look back at that window. That was kind of a flop. Like they did nothing with the players.
All those players.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They did nothing.
I mean, we're still like 2 years in. I mean, you know, there's room, but they're giving up on their best ones that they signed. That's kind of crazy.
Here's the thing: with that window, they faced the best team of last season, which was the Galaxy. Am I wrong? Like somebody else, they probably would have made it further, depending. But those are
But that's the difference between an upper echelon team in MLS where they thought they could be signing all of these players, and now where they are, right? Even last season, like that's the gap. It wasn't.
Do
that close.
you think Kroenke kind of thought like, well, obviously Mihailovic was probably one of their higher paying players that Colorado was paying, you know, so maybe he thought, oh well, we're borderline in and out of the playoffs, like no point in playing him. Let me just cut my losses. Let me get what I can get. Mihailovic wanted to leave anyway, so I don't think Colorado's too pressed as a team. Their fans probably are, but as a team, I don't think that they're that upset about it. I mean, you wouldn't.
I mean, if he wanted to go, I wouldn't be pissed either. Like, let him fucking go. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, to me, this is the highest I put them.
I can't put them any higher. I can't.
I can't put them any higher either.
Yeah.
But
Does anybody want to drop them down?
I would
I would.
I would not.
Nah.
I'll probably keep it right there.
The West is weak as hell, but nah.
Yeah. The West is weak. Speaking of weak teams, all right, FC Dallas. Let's jump in here. FC Dallas, fresh off, but I mean, it hasn't been like confirmed with the here we go, but he's landed in Rio to undergo his medical. Lucho Acosta is on his way out. Huh?
There we land.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy that Dallas basically recouped all of the funds they spent on him virtually through add-ons and everything as far as the package goes. So, I mean, look, props to the GM for that. I mean, very rarely can you turn around a player in 6 months in the market and get anywhere close to what you paid for him. But hey, we get it. We pretend it didn't happen, and we move, right? FC Dallas.
You can't pretend it didn't happen.
They're the epitome of this tier. This is quite literally last 2 or 3 years what this team embodies. It's the fucking hope that kills you.
Man, when you got Logan Farrington carrying you through games, that's
Yeah, he is. I mean, Musa's on a tear now, so we'll see what happens, and that's why I'm saying when you have a player that good, it's gonna be like, bro, we're this close to maybe a play-in spot, and somehow we're gonna miss out. Like probably that's probably what happens, but I don't know. We'll see. That right now that's again with Colorado, same thing. It's the highest I put them.
Hey, Honda, you know what happened here? They let Jesus Ferreira go. That's what happened. That's why. That's why they're.
Wait, you mean the guy who's not finishing for Seattle right now? Okay, yeah. That's exactly who we let go. Exactly who we let go.
Yeah, but that's Dallas through and through, though.
He is. That's Dallas
through and through.
Yeah. His dad is Dallas royalty too. But like at the end of the day, I thought it was the right time. You know, he wanted to try something new. Awesome, bro. Go do your thing. But like I said, clearly he's not the number 9 they thought he was going to be. Maybe Turf's not his thing. I don't know.
Honestly, I think Dallas it's 2026 for them. What are you looking for? What are you hoping for? Here's my question: with letting Lucho go, what are you looking forward to?
I think we play better without Lucho. I actually do. I actually think the last 2 or 3 games when we didn't have him, he hasn't started. There was 2 other games he didn't even play, and I think we actually played our style through and through, like tactically on the pitch. And part of that is like making sure you can be someone that can press from the front aggressively, and he just didn't really ever do that, bro. I don't want to speak super badly of Lucho, but he kind of thought he was messy at times. He just walked back, he's just there doing his thing, and it killed anybody who knows tactics around football, soccer. Like when you press together. If there's even one piece in there that's not fully committed, it all breaks down. So I don't know, man. I think
looking at you, Mbappe.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. But bro, it's just I think he was a win-win. I think, he wasn't the right fit. We identified it early, move him on. And this is honestly, Dallas never does this. They usually wait till it's the point of no return and try to get something back. I mean, shit, I give this club all the props in the world for moving him on in 6 months. So yeah, I'm sure he'll love it down there in Brazil, but for Dallas's sake, I think we're going to be a better team without him. So this is where and again, maybe it's the hope that's talking, bro. I don't know, right? It's the hope that kills you at the end of the day. So Yeah, I guess this is kind of where I have them. But if we get a majority, don't throw them down there. Fuck it, I'll move them down.
I don't really care about Dallas that much. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, that's fair. We'll keep them there then. That's fine. Let's move on to LAFC. This one's interesting, right? Because they just added the Korean sensation, Heung-min Son. Does he carry this team to being a playoff lock automatically?
Yeah, for sure.
You think so? All right, that's fair.
The West is weak.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
enough West is weak talk. We already get it.
The defending champions in the West. Watch your mouth, all right? Watch your mouth. All right, man. So, look, talking about Heung-min Son, does he get this team to like be a true contender, be a like Vancouver good in the West?
He's gonna do more than Giroud, that's for sure. Like, what the hell did he do?
So, do we think he's the striker too? Like, that's the biggest question I have.
It's gonna alternate with Danny Bouanga, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
Well, I kind of like Bouanga off the left though.
Yeah. I honestly think Heung-min Son's more of a winger
Hey,
than
you know
a
what?
striker.
I don't like Bouanga at all, but I like.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
No, but to be honest though, I think if they can alternate those spots, because I mean you really could just in and out. It's doable. I think they're gonna end up having a better year than Miami. I honestly do.
I think they go further in the playoffs than Miami. But I don't think they win.
That again, I'm cool with
they
that.
They both have the same amount of games left, which is interesting. They both have 22 games in East and West, so they got games in hand, both those teams.
Yeah, that is due to Club World Cup. So
I feel like they were a playoff lock before Son. Now that they have Son, like it's a little bit extra, a little bit different.
I mean, also more pressure, right? So, I mean, I don't know if a team as experienced as LAFC is like going to succumb to that pressure, but you know, there's more of that piles on when you sign someone that prolific and you spend that kind of money. Ask Atlanta United, who we're talking about next. But
I think this is a perfect spot for them. I think they go higher than Miami, but if we're gonna get into
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
fair enough.
For either team, bro.
Atlanta United is it done? Is the dream over?
Yeah,
it's
done.
It's cooked.
Wrap it up. 2026.
Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up.
10 points at Toronto. Wrap it up.
They just could never get it going. They just could never get it going. Honestly, we talked about their struggles at the beginning of the year on how they couldn't get their attack going. This is a prime example.
Loth, man. What happened? Where'd all that money go?
60 million on 3 DPs gets you 13th in the East.
That's crazy. Orlando fans, rejoice.
Hey, man. Look, we don't spend crazy money. That's not what Orlando is. So when Miami, Atlanta, all these, all I ever hear about is why don't we spend money like that? I'm like, great, you can go spend money like that, but it doesn't mean you're going to do anything. Like, look at that. All that cash, and they still aren't even in the playoffs. Like, disaster.
Yeah, absolute disaster class. I agree. It's just what nobody expected, man. I honestly thought they were going to come in swinging this season.
They've had good games. It's a weird.
But they've also gotten dunked on like too many times to be that good. Like it's just wild. Like I don't understand it. So next year maybe they need a year to gel, figure it out. I have no idea. But when you spend much money as an owner, I expect results. So
they went for names, not players, bro.
Hey, their high was beat Miami in the playoffs. That's it. Since then, it's been downhill.
They were America's team that one weekend, I will say.
And that's their high, bro.
Yeah. All right, Atlanta United fans, I mean, let us know what you think, man. I mean, there probably isn't any hope. I think most of you are probably also in this tier. You're with us on this, but let us know how you feel about this season in general, man. It's been a tough one. Austin FC.
Football. Let's go.
I think this probably is our first coin toss. No Brennan Vasquez for the rest of the year. They just acquired some GAM and like international slot. Is it for next season? I think it might have been for this season, actually. I'm not sure. They might be cooking something up over there in terms of a signing, but
next season.
Is it next season?
I think.
Yeah, it might have been next season. Either way, though, still 50-50, right? I think I don't know how to feel about this team, bro, to be honest. It's like they have good players, but it's Nico Ball. So I don't know, bro. I really don't. Like it's so crazy.
Well, right? So who knows what happened, but
yeah, I mean they got room, but I say it's a coin toss because like I said, the amount of teams that are underneath, I feel like San Jose is a better team than them, and they're underneath them now, but I feel like San Jose can get that going.
Yeah.
So like
and I think I think doesn't Austin play Houston this weekend? Am I wrong about
Let
that?
me check.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that right
yeah,
there
they
could
do.
also tilt the standings, right? If Houston goes up there to the Q2 and gets a result, that becomes super interesting.
Well, it's Houston, and then they play y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
so-
Texas derbies in a row, and I don't care what format to Dallas in. Musa likes scoring against them boys like Ferreira used to. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I mean things could flip on Austin.
Hey,
in
it's
a
Nico
heartbeat.
Ball. All they need is Ferreira, and they got it.
Yeah, fair. But like I think this is I mean, like I said, I can't figure this team out for the life of me. So this is probably exactly where they belong. Because right now they're kind of a coin toss. All right, Cincy Shield, right? This is it's gotta be there. It's gotta be
Well, is that who you're tipping? Because remember, we said only 2 teams are going up there, so it's one from one.
I think so, bro.
Yeah, it's gotta be them.
Well, maybe look, I think personally you could pick 2 teams in each conference, in my opinion.
Okay. That
I guess if we want to go that route, I just wanted to make it a little bit spicy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Me personally, and maybe it comes down to like X factor, right? Evander's having a crazy fucking year, and I think if you push comes to shove, like who do you back? I'm still kind of like I don't know. Evander in big games sometimes still isn't all the way there, but he's had a crazy year all the way around. Aggregate results should be there for them. Philly's just a better team, I think, since he has just more X factor.
Honestly, I think Nashville even got something to say about that too.
Yeah.
I mean,
they beat Philly recently too, so
there's a conversation to be had up at the top of the East where you can chuck in any one of these teams, and each one of them has a good reasoning as to why they could be, going into MLS Cup final. Like you have good arguments for a lot of these teams. I think it's what you said, that then the Evander kind of X factor that's out there, right? That you have with Cincinnati. And I feel like the way that they've just been able to gel as a team, the past, 2 seasons, they've shown they have a very good roster around him. Adding Evander's only helped them even more. I feel like, kind of is doing the same as Lucho did. Some people might argue he's doing a little bit more, but
I think upper striker too.
Yeah. So I mean, they have the capacity.
Lucha never had, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Vasquez, but that's
Vasquez,
the one career year in his entire career, bro. He's never done that ever, anywhere.
But to be honest, that's all he needed. That's all they needed.
They got him. They moved him on today, and they got him the $10 million move to Austin. So, I agree. I feel like at this point, maybe his name just carries weight from that one season. But, yeah, I mean, look, I agree. For that reason, let's keep him here.
Okay.
I think you can make the case, and for that reason, I have to put them up there at the top.
Okay.
DC United.
Put them down there.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Bro, I feel bad for Benteke because he's actually like decent in this league.
Hey,
he doesn't have a team at all.
Hector said it there. He should have gone to Columbus. They should have made that move.
Well, we talk about freeing Joveljic, free Benteke. Like,
yeah.
NYCFC, go after them.
There you go, bro. Yes, there you go. You imagine Benteke sounds at NYCFC.
Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Him and Alonso, it's over. With Nico behind him, it's over.
Low-key's tough.
All right, Charlotte FC.
Oh,
coin toss.
Coin toss. Yeah, coin toss.
You know why I say coin toss? Oh. Not only because of the point differential, like obviously they're tied on the same points with NYCFC, but obviously NYCFC had a game in hand. Apart from that, I feel like there's a lot of like turmoil going on with that team. You can't tell me
it's slow.
You can't. No, they're on a decline, but you can't tell me the way that Zaha answered that question. There isn't something going on behind the scenes. There's pressure cooking there.
Maybe he's just pissed at his players, bro, like his teammates. He's like, guys, like what are we doing? I mean, I don't know. I think he has a high bar for himself, and that's just like frustration. The best footballers feel at the end of the day.
Hot take for me, maybe. I feel like it's the hope that kills him. From how it's looking, like how it's going.
Like recent form.
I like that shout.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like recent.
I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
on the high end of it's the hope.
Because I think one of Chicago or Red Bull could easily like.
But they were on a decent run. They stumbled a lot. Don't get me wrong, but they were like on a decent run the month leading up to Leagues Cup, and then like Leagues Cup. I don't know, like now you're seeing like bust ups and whatnot, and Zaha doing press conferences in a super aggressive way. So I don't know, man. Like I think maybe it's just like things that people are overblowing. But
either or, man. But I'm just saying Hot take. For this
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? You want to put him down here?
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
Bro, John Rawls not giving a shit. He's like, yep, throw Charlotte down there.
league.
Throw Miami down there, bro.
Yeah,
All
man.
of them.
Yeah,
I'll take all of them.
yeah. Put all
Put
the
them all in
Southeast
2026.
teams
Fuck it.
back
Let's
there.
send it back. Come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just let it's the same like Atlanta thing, right? It's Charlotte coming out like we're gonna be really good this year, spending money, and then just not really been there. I'm with you guys. I think it's 50-50 if they make it in.
But here's my opinion on all that money spending and everything. Again, I feel like this is a really weird league, but this league it's more true than any other league. Like, if you're not MLS proven or have any sort of MLS like experience, these players that are coming in, it's really impactful. Like, some of them, yes, they might be able to take off, and you got Andres Dreyer going off.
Shaqiri was fucking baller, bro. Yeah, he was so good, bro.
But what I'm saying is, like, obviously, like, there's they think that they can just walk this league,
season.
but players with MLS proven experience and these rosters that have a lot of MLS proven players do tend to perform better than some of these teams that spend a lot of money bringing in all these people that used to play in Europe and all that. They don't perform. So there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, fair. And all I'm saying too is that, like, to go back to John Rollins' point, it was that, like, dude, beginning of the year, man, everyone was screaming from the mountaintops that Charlotte's first team, second best team in the league behind Miami. It's crazy how those takes look now, but and those big accounts know who I'm talking about.
I've actually got I've got receipts for this year from the Eastern predictions. So at the end, you can see. I mean, I put Atlanta and Charlotte in like 3 and 4, I think, bro. So everybody had them high.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's just the beauty of MLS. So
yeah, I know, but it's one thing to make preseason predictions. It's one thing for it to be a month or two into the league, right? And just like still basing your entire judgment off of what you've seen in 4 games or 5 games. Like, it's just like takes time.
Only conceded 1 goal all season.
Best defense.
It takes time. All right, but look, I think that's fine. I'm sure we'll get Charlotte fans that disagree that they should be right up here with Austin, considering where they are on the table, maybe some of the recent form. But I can see either way. Chicago.
Coin toss.
They're
doing good.
You guys are gonna call me biased, but this is a playoff lock. Let me
I thought he was gonna say it's the whole
lock in, right? Lock in, right? Right. The team below us was Red Bulls. We beat them 1-0 last week or 2 weeks ago, so we beat them. Before the Leagues Cup. All right, we take that win. We beat Montreal in the last 2-0. Again, I'm going through these results. The only teams that we've lost to realistically are the bigger teams. You look at, Philadelphia, Cincinnati. We lost to NYCFC. We beat Orlando. So there's that.
That was maybe the one win, bro. But the wins against non-playoff teams, I'm not impressed by.
No. All I'm saying is because of that and because of the way that I'm looking at these standings. To me, I don't think the Red Bulls, I don't think New England really give anyone else outside of the people that are in between 7th and 9th any form of a running to kind of make that push. And that is why I'm saying a playoff leg. And I would say the same thing about NYCFC. We're all in the same – we're all going to make the playoffs, but it's just like these, little spots here.
John, some foreshadowing, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll put you up there too.
Bro, stop making deals to get better tier list rankings. We're not doing that. We're
better than Austin. We're better than we have more points than Austin. If you're gonna put us here,
shameless.
I mean, you're in the East. You're better than
the high
Austin.
end.
Yeah. You really think you're behind Miami?
Matter of fact, I think we even get the best out of Miami in a playoff series. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro, I can't take this. I'll put you in front of Austin. I can't do this shit. All right, we'll leave it there. That's fine with me.
But playoff lock, no, not yet, bro.
All right. If we beat LAFC this weekend,
man's moving wild right now.
If we beat LAFC this weekend, we got to be playoff lock.
Has to be convincingly. It can't be no bullshit.
A 2-0 win is a convincing win.
No.
Is the team that good? Is it in LA?
No, it's at home. They play here.
But still, even then, yeah. You know what? If you guys get a good result against LAFC, I'll entertain the idea right now.
It's your Greg bias that you can't let go.
What?
Let it go for a month. Let it go. Didn't you
Like, I'm
say
still mad at Greg.
that U.S. was a long time ago too? If Mexico,
No,
if that was a long time ago.
I know.
Greg was a
Look,
long
listen.
time
I know
Alright.
you still a whole wretch that thought that, but the Greg hate is gone, bro. You know what? He could do all the damage to Chicago. I won't bat an eye at it. I won't bat an eye. I promise.
This is
Like,
MLS
it's whatever.
Chicago knowledge. This is history, all right?
What's the history,
Football
though?
heritage.
It's
Football
football
heritage.
heritage.
Exactly.
missing the
Football
playoffs.
heritage. Chicago missing the
That's
playoffs.
crazy. All right, moving on. Columbus.
Playoff
This
lock.
one's super interesting.
It's not a coin
They are
toss, they'll
top
make
4,
it.
but this is, I don't know, man. To me, it's I keep them behind Miami. To
Oh.
me, it's still kind of hit or miss, man. And what the hell's going on with Rusty in the Leagues Cup, bro? What's happening to this dude? Like, I'm watching it
Did he
before
get
my very eyes. Like, I don't know, man. Did anybody see his 2 missed PKs in a row?
He's
No.
gonna get transferred, bro. He's
Bro, you
leaving.
didn't see that shit? Oh man, bro. Who are they playing? Columbus they got a PK. They were down 3-2. They got a PK in the final 10 minutes. He missed that. And were they playing America? It might have been America. And then they go into a PK shootout and he misses again going to the same side. I was like, bro.
No.
I know they beat my team. I don't know who they played.
It was Toluca.
Was
They
it
were tied.
Toluca?
Was it Luca?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, fucking Rossi, man. Anyway, Columbus is interesting. They just are. I think there's still like a gap across some of the teams that's at the very top end of the East and them. So,
Ooh, that's interesting. I just saw something interesting. I didn't know. Charlotte
what
beat Monterrey? That's crazy.
this
I
guy's
didn't even-
crazy. All right, we go with this?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
interested to see how this new 9 works out for Columbus. you know?
Yeah.
Because
I
I feel
don't
like
have any
Rossi, maybe he's missing because he's just like it's all on him in some ways. Like he's the only, like maybe he's too much, and he needs that other like
losing the
relief player.
Chivas is crazy too, by the way. That's
That is
crazy.
sad. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think on Columbus' situation, I mean, something else to keep in mind, just going on in the background too. They're just trying to keep players at the same time. Like Arston is getting offers from like Middlesbrough, right, ahead of the the World Cup, and he has a chance at making that roster. So I don't know, man. Like it's Nazi has a good team, and he's just trying to keep all the pieces together. So maybe some of that's also playing in the background.
Telling you that Cucho loss actually really affected them more than they thought it would have.
Yeah, that and the Ramirez loss too. But I think with Rossi, I think John Rollins onto something too. It's just like that plays in your head, bro. You're a striker who's not in the best of form, and they sign another attacking piece like that. It'll be interesting to see how he responds.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he feels much more relaxed and just like, all right, this guy's.
It's less pressure from to produce, but at the same time, more pressure to produce. Man, you gotta get minutes, right?
I was gonna say this though. When Rossi was at LAFC, he had Vela to take the kind of like the load off of him in that sense, right?
Yeah. The icon.
We talk about like the good
level.
seasons, the good seasons that Rossi's had in between this whole time he's been in MLS, right? He's always had someone there with him. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise for him, because at the end of the day, he's maybe not the guy where you can be like, here the reins, take it. This is your team. But if he has a second guy to play with, now maybe that like it's kind of like how Davi just said, maybe it's just the pressure just alleviates off of him. Now he can continue moving forward, and hey, maybe this team kind of just does it, turns it around, and they could be up and being Shield contenders too. But
You mean he's a sidekick to the superstar?
I think so. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
so we're saying Wissam Abu Ali.
There's nothing bad with that.
No, I mean, hey, so some people work better off as number twos.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a knock on him. It's just there's pressure. There's other things outside of that some people just can't handle being that guy.
This dude just called him the dude. That's crazy.
He's Robin. He's Robin to the Batman.
That's wild. That's wild.
Scottie Pippen.
The Scottie Pippen.
This
To Jordan. All right. That's wild. All right, man. Houston. Coin toss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting better.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. If they beat Austin this weekend, you never know. And
you think they're better than Austin, though?
It's tough, bro. So to me, it's a different Houston team this year. Something to keep in mind when they went to Dallas and won this season. It was the first time they had won an away Texas derby since 2011. So I don't know. It just feels like that, bro. I was so shocked. I remember walking back with Hector from the fucking stadium to the parking lot. I'm like, bro, I can't think of the last time we lost to Houston at home. And I went to look it up. I was like, bro, it's been 15 fucking years. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, I think that this is I don't know, the team playing with a little bit of confidence.
I mean, they're still performing weak at home and they're balling out away. So
They're going to the Q2.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of a Chicago thing. Chicago
Antonio
just-
Carlos is going to be the revelation, man. I'm telling you.
You think so? You think so?
No, he's like 32 years old and gets injured all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, hell of a signing. Hell of a signing. I like that as a Dallas fan. I like that. I mean, yeah, I think this is like coin toss because the West, the bottom of the West towards the play-in bubble is, I don't know, bro, so shaky, so hit or miss. So they got a shot for that reason alone. Same reason that Dallas is up here and not down here, right? Just like they got a shot for that reason alone. Revs.
Hope that kills you.
2025. 10 points is a lot of points to make up. 10 points is a lot of points to make up at this stage of the
there's 10
season.
points on mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
4 matches minimum. Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying. Yeah, New England is so interesting of a team, right? Because their backline actually isn't terrible. It's just
They're
they
hit and
can't-
miss.
They can't score goals, man.
Well, if they can get that going for next year, they might actually be something. But
Yeah, maybe adding some pieces. We'll see.
yeah.
Maybe
Sporting
Sporting.
Nah,
out.
nah.
Outside looking in. Outside looking in.
I think they got a little bit of hope. They got
A little bit.
A little bit. They still got a little left. They have a little left. A little bit.
Bro, this is
You lose 2 games, you
It's
can wrap
six-
it up,
it's-
boys.
It's just 6 points. It's just 6 points.
They have like they have like the tiniest amount of hope of all the teams in the West.
Everything
St.
has to
Louis
go
and
their way.
Galaxy, no hope. But like
No, exactly.
But if
the
there's like
tiniest little bit
if
of
they
hope.
lose if they lose their next game, it might be wraps. But they got with 6 points, they can make something. They can do something. It's there. It's possible.
John's like, I got enough ingredients. Let me cook, bro. Let me cook. There's something here. There's something here. All right. I mean, look, I won't say no until it's mathematically or until we feel like they're if they just start. I guess like John Rollins said, Galaxy game's one thing, but if it just doesn't from there turn completely around, which I don't see happening, yeah, call it. It's wraps. Vancouver,
They got to be up there.
they got to be up.
Ooh,
They
I
gotta
don't
be.
know. I don't know
Dude.
which tier, but they're
How
definitely
are
up
we
there.
feeling about the Müller signing?
That's a great signing.
The Bayern legend
awesome.
himself.
I'm just like I'm thinking like Brian White, you
It's a
know,
vibe sign.
Sebastian Berhalter, Thomas Müller. Oh my, they're looking a little nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think he does he fill in a little bit also? Well, Vita was more of a midfielder, so it's not the same thing. But like, I don't know, losing that piece was pretty big for me when I thought about him going to Pumas. And so I feel like Muller slots in as that second striker, that shadow striker right behind Brian White really well. And is Gall back? He is, right?
Should be soon.
Yeah.
He's not.
But I think, they have a lot of pieces now and like a proven winner. I still think at the end of the day, my biggest question mark of Muller is physicality. We talked a lot about, John talked a lot about already what makes MLS different from any other league. And maybe it's the mindset for some of these European talents coming into the league around how, I don't know, easy or lesser in competition it might be. But the physical component, bro, it always gets players, especially some of these European players. So, look, man, he's German through and through. It may not phase him.
I agree in some ways just because of his age, but I do feel like coming from Bundesliga, it's like very physical and fast.
Yeah.
And also, I remember dude's the roundeuter. He'll just find the space. He
I was
doesn't,
gonna say,
you
that
know, he
dude's-
doesn't need to. He
That
just
dude's
plays in the
footballing
spaces.
brain is insane. That
Yeah.
dude's got that. His brain is insane. The way he can kind of figure out where to go into the channels and kind of just fit into gaps, things like that. I feel like he'll be fine. I feel
If
like
Vancouver wasn't already a vibe, it's gonna be a vibe now with him, bro.
Oh, yeah, no,
Especially
it's just
those training
they-
sessions. Have you seen him? The
Yeah.
trolling.
they got
All this shit,
they
yeah,
got
it's
some
gonna be-
things going on over there.
They're gonna have a good time. They're gonna have a good time. I'm happy for the Whitecaps, man. That's a good move. And I think for a team that usually is pretty good, but never really has a ton of brand recognition, I think Muller adds a lot to that too. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens with
No
with
more
Vancouver.
monster truck rallies.
This signing is the signal of that. No more
Hey,
monster truck rallies at BC.
shout out Davies because he probably helped him get there. To be honest,
Yeah.
probably. Hey, Whitecap fans, you better be happy for you. Got to thank Davies for that.
Yeah, bro. It's
Bonzo
interesting, man.
Davies assist.
Yeah.
For real.
He's not giving many assists right now either. So shout out Alfonso Davies, nursing himself back to health. All right,
Yeah,
then.
UFC, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, Red Bulls.
This clip. Wrap it up.
I think it's wrap it up.
Bro, come on, man. They're one spot out. They're right there.
They're 2 points. They're 2 points behind us, right? But with one game played extra.
So you're a playoff lock, and they're out of it with 3 points
Entirely.
difference? Is that what you're telling me, John?
I already told you. We already played them when we beat them. Like there is raps. Send it to
he said there's
next year.
levels to this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Send it to next year. All right, let's just look at what they did. Let's just look at what they've done.
Nothing
over the last couple games. All right.
Oh, I think
they lost to Miami. Right? They lost to
sense.
Miami 5-1. They lost to Chicago 1-0. They beat New England, but who doesn't beat New England these days? Right? They lost to Philadelphia.
Lost to Philly. Yeah.
All right. They drew to Toronto. Come on, Toronto. This is bad Toronto.
Lost to Austin.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
You know
Come
what?
on. It's raps.
Fair. It's not raps though, bro. Bad run of form, but I don't know if it's raps yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
still in it.
This is their next couple games though. They got RSL, they got Philadelphia, they got Charlotte, they got Columbus, Portland, Montreal. Then they go. Then they play NYCFC,
and then
Cincinnati and Columbus again.
I'm calling another.
Look at that schedule, and you're telling me that they're gonna
give you another 5-1. Give you another 5-1 at Red Bull Arena. Give you another.
I'm telling you, bro. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. Their schedule is difficult. It's cooked. It's cooked.
All right. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
One goal all season. One goal all season.
Best defense. Best defense.
Best defense in the league. All right. Championship DVD. Orlando. Where we at? John Rollins?
I want to hear y'all's opinions. I mean, I think we're playoff lock for sure. It's just where in that playoff lock slide.
I already told you how the playoff lock works. It's Chicago, NYCFC, Charlotte. We're all there.
Bro, shut No, that's not how that works.
It's just
that's not how that
fluctuate. Works. It's only a couple points, you know.
No. I think Orlando's a better team than every single one of these teams in this category.
We beat Orlando.
A one-off result doesn't dictate.
It's not a one-off result. That's a 3-1 win.
One time.
I mean, we have got like a lot of tough games to play left. So
we stole 3 points from Orlando. We deserve to lose that shit. I'll tell you that right now.
Fair enough, bro.
We do have the capacity to beat ourselves. So if we're on form though, like Martin Ojeda is arguably MVP candidate.
Muriel hat trick,
guy, dude. I don't know where that came from.
Hat trick, bro. Come on, man.
Muriel finally woke up and decided to score some goals. He likes Leagues Cup. That's what it is. He just likes Leagues Cup.
Leagues Cup merchants, you need those.
Hey, somebody got Nike team's gonna pay you big money for him, bro.
They're watching.
Coming, bro.
They're watching.
We'll probably pay big money.
Yo, I'm all for that.
It's gonna be Leon.
Seagrass.
Bro, we just signed Rogelio Funes Mori, bro. We're good.
Nah.
Bro, that's so crazy to me.
Helio Funes Mori in the Big 2025, please.
In the Big 25. Yeah.
I used to play against that kid, bro. It's crazy. Him and his brother. Wow.
Hamas is my son, bro. Hamas is my son. You sunned him, bro. You sunned him.
No, but here's the thing, right? I think Orlando. I think John is right. It's in between. Where are we gonna fall? A lot of these teams that are playoff locks at this point, it's just there could be fluctuation because of the way the schedules are looking. I'm looking at some of the games that these teams end. Some of these teams have harder runs. It's gonna factor in who can get hot at the end, right? I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna
Orlando's running is a little bit dicey. I will say that, but
I just looked at ours too.
They're a good enough team to make all teams competitive.
You know, it's big 6-pointers, Jose. So if we beat Miami, if we beat we play Nashville types, if we beat Cincy, we're gonna take 6 points off the teams around us. So it could happen. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I still think the playoff lock is just a matter of where. But you're right. You could climb, and quite easily there's some teams that can catch up. So I like them here at the back end of this, though. I think this makes sense. All right, let's go to Minnesota.
Playoff lock.
Yeah, playoff lock. Come on.
Yeah,
at the high end. Right. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's fair. I like Minnesota. I think they're just a good, fundamentally built team under Ramsey. So overall, there's not a whole lot to say at the end of the day because they are still a weird team to play against. Like they keep every game close, but they manage to get the results. Like it's kind of wild, you know. So very disciplined team at home when I watch them play. So I like Minnesota, but it's weird. I wouldn't put my money on them in some big games. Like I don't know. It's a weird thing to say. I like them as a team. I like that they can get results. I just don't ever feel super, super confident that they could just like go into takeover mode in any given part of the season. So they had that one crazy run last year. I think it was. Was it last season?
Yep, it was like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that was
Right
a
at the
crazy
beginning, towards the
fucking
middle.
run. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, holy! But like I don't know. Like this is it's still consistent. Don't get me wrong, but I just not the sexiest team on the planet.
No,
So-
it's not. But they get the results done, and they'll make it decently.
Bro, I would take that in a heartbeat at Dallas. Just get the damn results. But you know, Minnesota, this is a good spot for them. They're going to be in the playoffs. NYCFC.
I'm telling you, just move us both up.
Yeah, just
No,
put
we're
above,
not moving
Yeah,
both up.
bro,
above
if we're
Chicago.
putting Red Bulls in 2025, then we have no
above
competition.
Chicago.
We're all making.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I think that Nico Fernandez transferred absolutely brilliant. I mean, $8.5 million, I believe, is what we paid for him. A record for Elche for a sellable player, and you know, just with the fantastic stats in last season in the second division of Spain, and he was a big part of getting Elche promoted to La Liga this season. So I think it's going to be a great signing. That I think the proof is in the pudding that he's already gelling in pretty well. And you know, he when he made his debut at Dallas, he flew from Canada to Chicago, and then he flew down to Frisco to play that game. You know, just took a nap and then got the game-winning assists. And dude, I think NYCFC their schedule is a little tough, but they do tend to show up against the bigger teams this season for some reason, and against inferior opponents, they just can't get it done for whatever reason. But I'm confident with Nico Fernandez, and you know, hopefully Raul Gustavo is announced pretty soon. Yeah, I think they might have a couple more signings up their sleeve. Who knows? But I think the Nico Fernandez deal is fantastic. We needed somebody, a player of his caliber, and you know, I'm just glad that we got somebody in their prime and no longer somebody that we need to develop.
Yeah, and you know what, fair, bro. I like the fact that it's a La Liga 2 signing. It's like very similar to Uzuni down in Austin from Granada, and I think he was very pivotal in helping get them to where they are. So yeah, man, I like the signing, and so I think that I put him ahead of Chicago 100%. I'm not moving both up, bro. There's no shot.
Their game this weekend was moved to mid-September, so they're gonna have 2 games at hand on everybody else come the end of the week.
Ooh, yeah, that's another good point as we close out the season. So I like that, bro. I mean, to me, you guys should make playoffs, but it's still, again, just with where you guys are right now and what could happen, and also hoping that the new signings gel really well with the current team.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, bro. This whole like jump off a plane and come play against Dallas and get some crucial assist or goal at the end is like a fucking trend, man. Bouanga did it with LAFC when he first signed. Got off the plane, fresh off of like stint with his national team, and came in and got the game-winning goal.
Yeah,
like 2 seasons ago.
I want to see CFC against Toluca. They played really well. I think they deserve more than the 2-1 loss. I think that second goal was offside. I think they should have gotten the penalties at least.
Yeah. Well, Leagues Cup is Leagues Cup, bro. All right, man. This is a good spot for him. Let's go to San Diego. I think we all feel pretty adamant about this one, right?
Tippy top.
We're putting 4 up there.
Maybe 6.
6. I don't know.
Maybe 6.
I think 6 up there is a lot. But I can look. I can't take San Diego off of there just because like they're starting
too
the
good,
season.
bro.
Dryer's really good. Chuki's played well for
I can
San
see
Diego.
5. I don't see 6.
Who's been better? Who's been better? Really quick, just have this conversation because I'm still struggling. Who to kind of put in front of who?
San Diego's been better.
Well, yeah, but I was going to ask, like, who's got? I talked about Cincy's X factor with Evander. I mean, with Dreyer, are you taking Dreyer over Evander?
I'm taking Evander just because of the MLS experience. I'm taking Evander.
I'm taking Dreyer. Dryer's looked fantastic.
Dude, he's so good, man. It's so
I'm
good.
taking Dreyer.
I love the quote he had in like a recent interview where he talked about MLS being the reason he got back to the Danish national team. I thought that was super interesting. So just the way he sees the league and how he's playing in it at the moment. So I don't know, and a World Cup year too. So this is pretty dope. But anyway, I mean, I kind of would take Dreyer too. People are gonna say I'm just an Evander hater, and I kind of am to an extent.
Okay, put it this way. They both face off in the finals. Who wins?
Man.
Give me Cincy, man. Give me Cincy. I gotta take Cincy.
Cincy could choke it though.
Cincy could choke.
That is true. That is true.
You know what? I back San Diego in that. If that's a final, I back San Diego.
I mean, to be fair, I have been on the benefit of Cincy choking a playoff series. So
yeah, they did just replace Ayovsky with fucking Corey Baird, I think it was Corey. The Corey
Yeah,
Baird
it was Corey Baird,
was
yeah.
he the signing?
Yeah, it was it. Yeah.
I laugh because, like, again, the offensive production is night and day between those two. But anyway, I mean, they're still reinforcing, so that's interesting. I don't know. I like San Diego. To me, is a sexier pick, but I think Cincy all around is probably the better team. And outside of Dreyer, you have like guys, of course, across that team that can help for sure. But with Cincy, you have guys like Orellano, you have Evander. There's just a lot of X factor on that team. I don't know, man. It's so I can go either or. I think
because they're the new boys, let them be up top. Give them the little light.
I would go the opposite. I think like they're more likely to slip up at the end. Like, you know what I mean?
Pull a St. Louis.
I don't feel like they are going to do that, but I'm just saying that like they haven't been in this situation before, right? Since they have won the Shield before, I just think San Diego, it could go wrong. I don't think it will, but like they've never been there before, so we don't know how they're going to react in the long run at the end of the season.
Fair enough, but don't get me wrong.
I'm not mad at it.
They're no St. Louis. The players that San Diego have,
yeah, they're not that. No.
You never know, man. Never know. We'll see. I'm not mad at that though. Like Cincy's is a good team. They've been a good team for a long time, and they have again another MVP caliber player. So it wouldn't surprise me if they hoist the Shield at the end. Salt Lake.
The hope that kills you. It's Diego Luna and Inshallah.
Free Luna,
bro. He does. I'm sorry. I love Major League Soccer as much as the next guy, but he needs to leave. He's gotta go, man. Like. If he wants not just any shot at making the World Cup roster, of course, but like being a contributor in a World Cup, something he probably thought he never had the chance to do, bro, you gotta make the move and test yourself 1,000%. I don't think there's any more he can achieve in MLS unless he joins some top team in either conference and makes a run at MLS Cup. And even then, I don't know if that's pushing, like if that's his ceiling. Like his ceiling, I think, is much higher in my opinion. So hopefully he moves the window.
Take him. Porto needs creative players like him.
Yeah, I mean, Spain, bro. I would love to see him in La Liga for one of those like middling teams or whatever the case may be. Like, there's an opportunity here for him to like really make a move to like an Osasuna, a Celta, something along those lines to like try and get some meaningful minutes in a much more technically round league. So I don't know. I think it's interesting. We'll see what happens with them. But if he stays, it will be the hope that kills you, I think. If he goes, bro, they're fucking somewhere in here. Like I don't. You know
it might be right next to New York. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, they go down pretty quickly. Okay, I like this spot. We put him there.
Yeah,
put him there. To be honest,
I think they should just have a tier called Diego Luna.
he is the dude over there. 100%. All right, man. Nashville. There's another one. Like I said, you kind of you hover somewhere in here.
I told you they hovered over by Shield Contenders.
Okay, let's do it. Shield.
Let's put it there. Because if we're gonna have 4, let's have 4.
So 7 teams then. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They've been Sam Surge has been on a tear. Like
yeah,
I was on the receiving end of Nashville dunking. It was not fun to watch. Sam Surge surprisingly has played, not surprisingly because you saw.
Hey, but Greg,
I think he's been building up.
Again.
Listen, Greg.
We're missing players though. Let's be honest. We're missing players. All right,
bro.
Greg masterclass.
Yeah,
but no. Nashville's for real.
DVD team this season, all right.
They're for real. They're for real. They're for real.
That's fair. Again, and look, Sam Surridge doing his damn thing, man. That guy's got a lot of hate on the show in previous seasons.
Complete turnaround from last season, by the way, because Nashville was.
All I'm saying is got a lot of hate on the show in previous seasons. I know John.
No. Okay, but no. All I said was he was an average player. That's all I said. And
not looking too average right now. That's all I'm going to say. Looking at least slightly above average. So,
Sam.
I'm just saying.
Out of all the
former coaches, out of all the former U.S. coaches, BJ Callahan, he out here cooking.
He was the one we let go.
The one that got away. Yeah, the one that got away. 100%.
That's how I feel right now.
It's that Wolverine meme. You know, you're just looking at pictures and just all right. The Union.
Yeah, they're out there too.
They're up there.
The very top.
Yeah. Do you tip them to win? I'm just gonna whoever we put up there is who
they look good. They look good, man.
They always choke. They always choke.
But this is not a Curtin team anymore.
This is not Jim Curtin.
Hey,
I told you. I told you since last year. Once Jim Curtin leaves, what's gonna happen? I
This
mean,
guy
I can
hates
predict
Jim
this
Curtin,
stuff.
bro.
Come on.
Good lord.
Me and Jose, we were on that as well too, bro.
Bro,
said
if there
it.
was
I've
if there
been
was any
cooking, bro.
sense of karma in the world, they would hire Jim Curtin at Chicago. If there's any sense of karma
That's
in the world.
crazy. I would never. wish that.
I would love to see Jim
I
Curtin.
can never glaze that guy after what he said about how all the other teams wish they were like Philadelphia, consistently making playoffs. Well, you want me to be mediocre? Like,
I mean, this looks pretty good, but yes, no cups to show for it. So
If Jim Curtin comes to the Galaxy at any point during my lifetime, I think I'd turn to the
he
dark
cooks.
side.
He cooks.
No, I think I turn to the dark side. Genuinely.
Oh, no.
Becomes the biggest Galaxy hater in the world. That'd be crazy.
becomes an LAFC fan.
No shot you flip. No shot you flip. That'd be
Not
fucking
that dark
insane.
side. Not
Yeah.
that
No
dark
shot you
side.
flip. That'd be wild. Now he just shows up that the day of the hiring, he just shows up to the show with an LAFC kid on. That'd be wild. Be
Hey, I'm not
crazy.
Hernano, right?
He's got the Buonga 99 on the back of it too.
Hell no.
All right. Well, look, Philadelphia. I think they have to be here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
cooking right now. They're cooking,
100%.
man. Quakes. Oof.
Coin toss.
Coin
They're
toss.
looking good, but they're just not gonna.
They,
get
they have their weeks, right? Where they look good, they look bad, they look good, they look. I don't know. They're a weird team. They're very weird.
Like they have the
But
fire.
San Jose in them. That's why
Yeah.
they can't get rid of the San Jose aspect of them.
You're not wrong.
Rollins, what are you saying?
I feel like there was a lot of hype preseason about like, oh, they're bringing in, Cucho, and they're bringing in
Chicho and
and Martinez and Bruce, and is gonna have this whole and.
To be honest,
I just feel like it's the same.
And
they're not as bad as they were.
He had
but they're-
he had the band cooking for a bit, though.
Yeah,
he had
but-
that band cooking for a couple weeks.
It's the thing with
I mean,
Bruce, like it cooks for a while and then it just it falls apart,
I mean, don't forget, he also brought in like half of New England's roster.
He
as
did.
well,
He
so-
did. He was making signings like crazy, bro.
They backed him hard and they're still 10th. Like,
But this is guys, this is the West.
I said enough with the West. All right, John.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I know there's only two of us in here, but you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, man. We're struggling over here. Struggling. Yeah, I think it's the potential of this team. That's what again, it can literally be the hope that kills you too. Like I can see either tier for this one, but it's the potential. And it's also guys like Christian Espinoza, bro. He's so fucking good. What I would give to just like have San Jose still be a shit team and us go out and try and sign them, bro. That would be everything. That would be everything. Yeah, I think they're right there, though. I mean, that's fine with me. I think they're right there on the bubble. So coin toss 50-50. St. Louis.
Wrap it up.
They're with us.
Yeah, they gotta wrap it up there, but they're on the low. They gotta be
Right next to us. Right next to Galaxy. On top.
right there. No, on top.
All right. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I give Galaxy more hope than St. Louis, bro. Come on.
To be honest, I'm
you
really
coming
wrong.
back.
Oh,
Come on, bro.
Galaxy
I
on top.
believe, bro. I believe.
You know what? I
I like
will
that
back
take. I like that.
I
take.
like that take only because they still have Paintsel. Gabby Peck can pop off at any minute.
Hey,
This is-
John, real quick, can you talk shit about Miguel Berry? So he can pop off.
Oh,
yeah.
You want to start scoring goals?
Miguel, who even is Miguel Berry?
That's crazy.
It's wild to me that in the Big 25, y'all still have Miguel Berry. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
get
but
over
but Christian Ramirez, there too, bro.
Hey,
I
he
mean,
was doing his thing until like he got to the bench, which
yeah, and it still doesn't make sense to me. He was literally your top scorer when they moved him to the bench, and I was like, bro, I don't know what's happening right now.
it's working.
But Royce is, it's working. Yeah, I agree. It's a good move in hindsight for sure. But at the time, it's like y'all just need goals, and why are we taking the best goal scorer off the pitch? This doesn't make sense. But it's worked out. So, and I agree. Galaxy, a little more hope because you guys definitely have more X factor than St. Louis City.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. More firepower.
More firepower. Portland.
Playoff lock.
Playoff log, yeah.
They're not moving.
Yeah. Again, also this is not to necessarily say that they're a better team than Orlando. I think if these two teams play, it gets really interesting. But it's more that they just have a higher likelihood of locking up a playoff spot because of, people are going to say it's the West, whatever. But it's just like at the same time.
It's just that Phil Neville effect.
Personally, I take
what it
offense
is.
to the fact that you put Phil Neville's team ahead of mine.
It's the
You know what?
Phil
You're right.
Neville
Fuck that guy,
effect.
bro. Yeah, he's one at the bottom. He's one at the bottom.
It's the Phil Neville effect that you were hating.
I know
on.
people are just like, you're a Phil Neville hater, but yeah, no.
Not
Hey,
wrong.
you know what?
I feel like
Austin
Austin is a better manager, like for real. Come on.
I feel like if you're a Phil Neville guy, we got to talk, and I have to listen to how you talk about this.
Hey, United through and through. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
It's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. Burn that shit down. All right.
No, he's not it, bro.
And their opponents, their rivals to the north, Seattle Sounders. They're a lock.
They're a lock.
They're locked.
Right beneath them.
Put them above. Put them above.
They're above. They're above. And, something wrong.
I guess that's true. I mean, Portland did just sign that. Who are they signed the 10?
Carvalho?
It might have been. Why is it slipping away from me? I'll come back to it. But they made a signing to kind of bridge the gap that I thought they very much had between their holding mids and kind of just that free-flowing attack they want to have. I can tell what they're trying to do. Seattle, bro, it's just not a sexy team. And they just lost Rusnak and who was the other one? Kent, it might have been. Their winger. So, bro, a team that it doesn't have very much offensive firepower just lost a couple pieces. I don't know for how long. That's to be determined, but yeah, I don't know, man. Seattle will make playoffs. I just don't know if they're necessarily like for me, they're down here, but we're nitpicking, I guess.
If Vega turns up and does more goals like he did versus Cruz Azul, I'm just
He'll
saying.
never do that shit again in his life. He will never ball like that in his life, bro.
Jesus Ferreira, we need you, bro.
If he starts showing up, bro, I'll hold my hands up. But pieces are falling, and like they got to have someone who just steps up. And I don't see a clinical finisher in that lineup right now. So
Jesus Pereira and FD merchant at this point, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he got that move though. All right, man. Look, I'm down with this. This is a good list to me. This is a good list. What do we think, man?
I still think we should move up NYCFC in Chicago up there.
All right, putting horrendous takes aside, how does everybody else?
That is not horrendous take, bro. The last team that is in contention is in 2026. Come on.
No, I'm kidding there. And plus, it looks symmetrical to me somewhat. If we move some of the shit around, like this gets really weird looking. Everybody else good?
Yeah.
All right, bro. This is it, man. As of August 2025, this is how we see MLS playing out as of now. And guys, look, man, at the very top, the 5 Shield contenders, you see them there at home. I think, in all honesty, man, some people at home may even try to make the case for now with LAFC signing Son, with Inter Miami, I don't know, getting Messi back and seeing what that looks like, depending on how Leagues Cup goes for them as well. Like, they'll probably try to find a way to throw those teams up there too. So, very contentious, definitely at the top of the East, and the West has some big hitters too. So, guys, let us know in the comments, man, how you feel about this one. I think this is good. This is actually probably one of the vibiest episodes we've had. As far as power rankings go, I think it's also probably one of the more accurate ones that we've had, in my opinion. So if you disagree, let us know in the comments down below. Again, show some love to every one of the panel co-hosts for tonight's episode. Again, man, I'm going to throw all of their links in the description down below. Go check them out. And again, man, tune in. Wake Up MLS. If you haven't done so already, if you enjoy this type of content, like the video down below. Subscribe to GOLZ TV for more MLS-focused videos moving forward. And yeah, man, to see more of these great co-hosts on your screen. All right. For everybody here with MLS, my name is Jose. That's Davi. That's John Rollins. That's John Rivera. That's Honda. We'll catch you guys next time.